Good evening, you're now with me, Handy Gui, for Tvs Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. Keir Starmer becomes UK Prime Minister as Labour wins the election, ending 14 years of Conservative rule. Uncertain weather has complicated preparations for the 21st Malaysia Games SUKMA 2024 facilities. Amanah Saham Sarawak ASSAR declared a final dividend of 3.5 Sen per unit for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024. Amanah Saham Sarawak ASSAR has announced a final dividend distribution of 3.5 Sen per unit for its financial year ending June 30th, 2024. Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said the second distribution will allocate 16.39 million ringgit to 60,000 investors based on their remaining unit holdings as of June 30th, 2024.
Ini menjadikan jumlah keseluruhan pulangan dividen ASSAR bagi tahun kewangan berakhir 30 Jun 2024 sebanyak 6.0 sen seunit, iaitu dividen 2.5 sen seunit ditambah dengan dividen akhir sebanyak 3.5 sen seunit dengan jumlah agihan keseluruhannya 28.1 juta ringgit berbanding pendapatan bersih 36.16 juta. Lebihan pendapatan sebanyak 8.06 juta ringgit akan disimpan sebagai reserve untuk tahun kewangan seterusnya.
He said during a press conference for the ASSAR interim dividend announcement for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024, held at Hikmah Exchange Convention Centre on Friday.
The closing ceremony for the Innovation and Integrity Day of Land and Survey Sarawak 2024 took place earlier tonight at the Waterfront Hotel. The Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, and the Sarawak State Secretary Dato' Amar Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki were among the guests of honours. Our reporter Lorenzo Isaac is on site with more details.
Thank you, Henny Gui. Today's event celebrated excellence in innovation and integrity, and the Premier Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, the Deputy Premier, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, and the Sarawak State Secretary, Dato' Amar Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki were among the distinguished guests. The Innovative and Creative Group Convention, held in conjunction with HIITS 2024, saw participation from 13 KIK teams across all divisions in Sarawak. And according to the Land and Survey Director, Awang Zamhari Awang Mahmud, these teams implemented 13 projects, with 8 focusing on innovations to enhance online service delivery, aligning with the digitalization of SCS services to public policy, and 5 projects involve the creation of specialized equipment, particularly for land measurement. And among the awards given for are the Service Delivery Transformation Innovation, Social Innovation, Environmental Sustainability Innovation, Digital Transformation Innovation, Special Leadership and Innovation, Best Montage, Best Presentation. These awards recognize outstanding projects and individuals contributing to the state's development. So that's all I have for today. Back to the studio with you, Henny Gui. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Lorenzo Isaac, for the updates. Now, Minister of Utilities and Telecommunications Sarawak, Dato' Sri Julaihi Norawi on Friday called upon the federal government through the Rural and Regional Development Ministry KKDW to expedite the implementation of the Rural Water Supply Project BALB in the region. He said that at least 12 rural water supply projects in Sarawak are severely delayed due to bureaucratic hurdles and lengthy procedures, which deprive rural residents of access to clean and treated water.
Julaihi also mentioned that the issues of delays in implementing the BALB projects funded by the federal government through KKDW has been raised by him several times during the State Legislative Assembly sessions in November 2023 and again in May this year. He added that these delays have prevented the projects from being implemented according to the schedule set out in the Sarawak Water Supply Master Plan and Grid. Julaihi thus recommended that the funds for the rural water supply projects under KKDW be directly channeled to the Sarawak Rural Water Supply Department as the implementing agency using the Sarawak government's project implementation procedures and guidelines.
Head of State Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar received a courtesy call from the delegation of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad BPHB at the Astana Negeri Sarawak earlier today. The delegation was led by its Board of Directors member, Dato' Sri Fong Ju Chung, and marked the first official meeting between the Governor and the group since Tun Dr. Wan Junaidi's appointment this year. Accompanying the delegation was the newly appointed Chief Executive Officer of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad, Ruslan Abdul Ghani. Additionally, 7 other members of the BPHB Board of Directors were also present, namely Datu Hasmawati Sepawi, Datu Sharifah Halimah Tuanku Taha, Datu Dayang Sadiah Abang Bohan, Mohammed Shazwan Abdullah, Salihin Abang, Dato Zabzuri Abang Bohan and Ahmad Fauzi Sunggip. The courtesy call, which commenced at 10 a.m. and lasted for an hour, also featured the presentation of a book and a souvenir to Wan Junaidi. The new Unit for Other Religions Unifor Director, Dato Georgina Afia Ngau, has pledged to monitor the implementation of all projects funded by the grants. She said this was among the requests by the Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato Omar Douglas Ugah Embas, who is also the Minister in charge of Unifor, to ensure the smooth implementation and timely delivery of all of its upgrading and construction work projects.
Georgina said this after paying a courtesy call to Uga on Friday. She added Uga also requested her assistance in assessing the actual cost of projects to avoid any issue of overestimation. In addition, she said her other main responsibilities include maintaining and further strengthening the existing solid interreligious and racial unity and harmony enjoyed in Sarawak. Georgina, who is the former Registrar of Societies, ROS Sarawak Director, assumes her new role effective this month, taking over from Dato Jack Aman. Previously, she has held many senior positions in various federal departments, including the National Anti-Drug Agency, AADK.
Sarawak's status as a high-income state for the second consecutive year by the World Bank proves Sarawak is on the right track in becoming a developed region by 2030. Its political stability reverberates to other areas such as property and real estate market, enticing ranks of global investors to its abundant natural resources. Earlier today, we spoke to Global Chief Economist for Juwai IQI and one of the country's leading economists on his strategic thoughts on Sarawak's frozen gold LNG.
Sarawak real estate market remains solid and continues to grow in a structured manner. Tourism is picking up fast and a lot of tourists from Japan, Korea, China, Europe are coming back in a big way. So overall, at the macro level, we are bullish on the Malaysian economic outlook for 2024.
Sharing his thoughts, Sean said Sarawak's frozen gold, or its liquefied natural gas LNG, has attracted global investment into Sarawak in droves.
Reason is simple. Fastest growing economies like Indonesia, Vietnam, China, India, and Cambodia are all looking for LNG for energy support and to spur growth in the long run. Sarawak will continue to draw investment due to various natural resources, including LNG and strong real estate market, and of course, tourism. We at July IQI expect oil prices to meander around $91 to $147 in 2024, which is going to benefit Malaysia in boosting her balance sheet and consolidating her fiscal side.
According to energy experts, the LNG boom is going to add up $77 billion in the US economy by 2040. While others have also estimated that the rise in demand for LNG will also hit 50% by 2040. Berkshire Hathaway recently ramped up its investment in LNG purchase with 50% stake in transport facility in Maryland for $3.3 billion.
Bagaimana industri perkapalan dan pelabuhan mampu menyumbang kepada pertumbuhan ekonomi di wilayah ini? Apakah faktor tarikannya kepada kepesatan dan pembangunan di Sarawak?
Our main place, main port here, through all these Borneo Island, especially Borneo Island.
Evolusi industri perkapalan dan pelabuhan Sarawak memacu integrasi ekonomi melalui pelaburan rentas sempadan. Saksikan laporan khas menyingkap permulaan industri perkapalan dan pelabuhan di Sarawak, Sabtu 6 Julai 2024, hanya di Utama TVS, saluran 122, MyTV, Unify TV dan Astro.
Uncertain weather conditions have presented a challenge in getting the sports facilities ready ahead of the upcoming 21st Malaysia Games, Sukma 2024 in August. Deputy Minister of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Sarawak, Dato' Gerald Rentab Jabu said the main concerns include rainy and hot weather, particularly for facilities in open areas.
Nonetheless, Gerald, who is also chef de mission of the Sarawak contingent, is satisfied with the preparations and confident that all the sport facilities and amenities will be ready in time. He told us to reporters after inspecting the facilities involved in Sukma here on Friday. Gerald added that once the venues are completed, the athletes could train at the venues to familiarize themselves. On May 14th, Minister of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Sarawak, Dato' Seri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, announced that a total of 24 sports facilities were set for upgrades, with 3 new facilities under construction in preparation for Sukma 2024. All the construction and upgrade works, totaling around 200 million ringgit, were expected to be completed by July.
The Sarawak weightlifting team has set its sight on a modest Sukma target of 2 silver medals and 3 bronze medals. Its head coach, Jonathan Patrick, believes the realistic target is within reach for the predominantly rookie lifters.
Sejujurnya kata, saya hanya dapat sasakan dua pingat perak, 3 gangsa setakat ni. Dari apa yang kita lihat, atlet yang sekarang ni masih baru. Kebanyakan diorang masih baru mengenali sukan agak berat sebenarnya. Hanya beberapa orang yang dah senior. Untuk persiapan kali ini, penerimaan atlet sangat baik. Dengan apa yang kita buat setakat ni, bila kita latihan di tempat yang open, so ini memberikan kelebihan yang bagus untuk atlet dari segi mental lah.
He said this when met by TVS following a training session with his team in Betong on Thursday. Additionally, he mentioned that the athletes have demonstrated excellent performance during practice and are well prepared to present a formidable challenge to their competitors. Patrick also expressed hope that the local community in Betong area would turn out in droves to support and cheer for the Sarawak weightlifters during event day from August 19th to 23rd.
To prevent the opponents from easily predicting the athletes' moves and techniques for the upcoming Sukma Games, the Sarawak Muay Thai Association has devised a brilliant strategy by sending its athletes to compete in various locations. President Jumaat Ibrahim explains that this approach not only keeps opponents guessing, but also helps athletes gain valuable experience and boost their self-confidence.
Ada juga setengah-setengah pemain Sukma untuk 2024 ini kita hantar tempat lain. Bukan saja di Pontianak, kita hantar pula di Semenanjung, di Thailand dan sebagainya. Dan kita pecah-pecahkan. Kadang-kadang kalau kita kumpulkan sekali itu, jadi payah. Dan kadang-kadang kita mungkin boleh berjumpa dengan orang bila bertanding itu, boleh jumpa 2-3 kali. Jadi teknik-teknik itu mungkin boleh dibaca orang. Di atas dasar itulah, atas segi pengalaman kita cuba buat yang terbaik, kita cuba ubah strategi kita dan berharap agar strategi ini membawa keberuntungan kepada Muay Sarawak dan memperoleh kemenangan untuk negeri Sarawak.
Armed with this confidence, Jumaat hopes that the Muay Thai athletes will be able to secure gold medals at the Sukma 2024, which will be held in Sarawak this August. The Sarawak Muay Thai Association reported plans to send 20 athletes to this year's Sukma. The association also aims to win more medals compared to the success in Sukma 2022, targeting at least 2 gold medals.
The Human Resources Ministry, Kasuma, on Friday has submitted a report regarding the mismanagement issue involving the Human Resource Development Corporation, HRD Corp, to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC. The report was submitted at the MACC headquarters by Kasuma Secretary General, Dato Sri Khairul Zaimi Daud, and HRD Corp Chief Executive Dato Shahrul Hamid Daud, following recommendation by the Auditor General's report for the Ministry to report to the relevant enforcement agencies.
Khairul Zami further said no HRD Corp officer would be detained or temporarily suspended until a domestic inquiry is established. Earlier today, Human Resource Minister Stephen Sim Chee Kong said that Kasuma will not tolerate any violation of the law. Sim added that the ministry would not prevent any related parties from conducting further investigations into the ministry's agencies following the General Auditor's reports. Yesterday, Auditor General Dato' Wan Suraya Wan Muhammad Razi recommended that Kasuma refer HRD Corp's management to the relevant enforcement agencies after the government entity failed its audit. Wan Suraya noted that actions and decisions taken by the HRD Corp management did not comply with procedures and did not protect the interests necessary for achieving the company's objectives.
bertarikh 22 Julai 1963 memberi semangat besar kepada anak Sarawak.
Surat pelantikan tersebut bertarikh 22 Julai. Itulah yang terjadi. Gubernur memberi surat pelantikan bertikah kepada Kabinet Sarawak yang pertama yang diketuai oleh Stephen Karonka.
Jangan lupa untuk saksikan laporan khas bersempena Hari Sarawak.
Sarawak dulu dan kini.
Hanya di Utama TVS setiap Sabtu dan Ahad jam 8 malam.
Keir Starmer is Britain's new Prime Minister as his Labour Party swept to a landslide general election victory, concluding 14 years of right-wing Conservative rule. Among the first to congratulate him include Malaysia's Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, who said that he looks forward to working with him to develop a new strategic relationship built on inclusivity, mutual respect, connection and a shared vision for the future.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese congratulated the Prime Minister-elect on his resounding election victory, saying he is looking forward to work with his new friend. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also congratulated the Labour leader on his win and reminded the party that the two countries would always remain allies, as he wrote on social media. French President Emmanuel Macron also took his time to congratulate Starmer, saying his country would seek to cooperate with Britain on security, technology and climate in a post on social media. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulates Starmer for his remarkable victory in Britain's general election, while praising his outgoing counterpart Rishi Sunak for deepening bilateral ties. Modi said he looked forward to positive and constructive collaboration with Starmer to foster mutual growth and prosperity. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz congratulated Britain's Labour for its landslide victory in general elections, saying that the party's leader will be a very good Prime Minister for the country.
Now wrapping up the Nightline, desperate fuel shortages have been a persistent issue in Palestine, increasing the need for other humanitarian aid, all while facing relentless Israeli bombardment. World Health Organization Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus warned that a severe fuel shortage in Gaza Strip could have a catastrophic effect on the already devastated health services in war-torn Palestinian territory.
Fuel, which has been particularly difficult to obtain due to Israeli concerns that it could benefit Hamas, is essential for keeping hospital generators running, as well as for humanitarian and emergency vehicles. United Nations Health Agency cautioned that currently 90,000 liters of fuel entered Gaza on Wednesday. However, the health sector in Gaza needs 80,000 liters daily just to keep functioning. The situation has forced WHO and its partner in Gaza to make impossible choices. The WHO stated that its partners are currently directing limited fuel supplies to key hospitals, including the Nasser Medical Complex and Al Amal Hospital in Khan Yunis, as well as the Kuwaiti Hospital in Rafah. As of now, Gaza has been completely sealed off and everything from the river to the sea is controlled by Israel. And now a new health crisis is unfolding in the displacement camps of central Gaza, where approximately 2 million displaced Palestinians enduring harsh living conditions now face heightened risks of disease and epidemics. The rapid spread of scabies, a highly contagious skin disease, is being exacerbated by the accumulation of sewage water between tents and a severe lack of personal hygiene items, such as soap and bathing facilities. The Palestine News and Info Agency, WAFA, reports that the situation continues to deteriorate due to Israel turning a blind eye to the global community.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Handy Gui. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.